It's certainly my honor to be here today to represent the Stowe family.
And tell them also that you are Uncle Fred's daughter.
Yes.
And Jim and Carol is here.
And on a very personal note, I am Aunt Zada's niece. My father was Aunt Zada's baby brother. His name was Greer. And my dad had a special nickname for her, and he adored Aunt Zada, and we did as well. And I have some of the most precious memories of my life growing up, and we had two Stowe families in Belmont with lots of children there. And then we had our Hairston cousins from West Virginia. It was interesting, in the Stowe family there were 19 grandchildren. And I think I got that right, maybe it was more, oh anyway. It was a race, I believe, between my Aunt Zada and my Aunt Geneva, and actually my mother as well. My mother had 6 children, Aunt Zada had 7, and my Aunt Geneva had 7 children. And the oldest grandchild is here. Her name is Carol, my sister. Carol, would you stand up? Carol and I traveled from North Carolina. She was my road partner this morning, so it was just an honor again for me to be here. And then right next door to us, as we grew up, were our other Stowe cousins in Belmont. And you'll meet Jim in a minute. But Jim, if you'd stand, and his little Crystal, they have traveled from Maryland. But like I said, once Mom started with Carol, and Aunt Zada got started with Willeen, and Aunt Geneva got started with Alan, and they just took turns having babies. From the mid-40s to Vivian K is the youngest. Isn't that right, Vivian K? Yeah, she's the youngest. And so it was, like I said, it was a blast. It was a blast. We grew up with love. And that was one of the things that I have to give Aunt Zada credit for. It's all about love. We have celebrated our Stowe family reunion. We are actually celebrating our 50th anniversary year this year. We started the family reunion in the front yard of my dad's home in Belmont in 1969, and Jim and I were teenagers. And now, and Jim actually is one of our former presidents. But on behalf of our current president, who's the Honorable Clifford Brown from Austin, Texas, he has presented this beautiful pictorial plaque over here, which has, and I hope you have a chance to look at it. It actually shows pictures of Aunt Zada from when she was a girl to present day. So, but a picture when she was 7. Thank you, Albert. A picture when she was in her 20s. And then a more mature picture to represent her 100 years. It's beautiful. These people I can't see with my glasses and I can't see without them. But I do read better without them. I'm going to take my glasses off and actually read this proclamation, our Stowe family proclamation. Pardon me as I turn my back toward you. Stowe family proclamation honoring the life and accomplishments of Zada Willeen Lucinda Stowe Hairston. Whereas Zada Willeen Lucinda Stowe was born on March 17, 1919 at her home in the South Point Township area of Belmont, North Carolina, to her parents, the late Robert and Mary Greer Stowe. Her siblings were Clarence, Alan Cephas, A.C., Sarah, and Greer. Whereas Zada grew up in the Belmont South Point Township community and was an extremely active member of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, graduating from Reed High School in Belmont, class of 1936. Whereas Zada married the late Elbert Percy Foster Harrison of Stokes County, North Carolina, and moved to West Virginia in 1946. This union was blessed with 7 children: Mary Willeen H. Moore, Eleanor Sue H. Jones, Nancy Carol H. Abasiekong, Elizabeth Ann H. Hill, Cynthia Jane H. Hicks, Elbert Stowe Hairston, and Vivian K.H. Blade. Whereas Zada has maintained a steadfast passion and commitment to education, in 1975 she fulfilled a monumental goal of earning an associate's degree in early childhood education from Southern West Virginia Community and Technical College. She worked for the Mingo County Economic Opportunity Commission as a cook and Head Start teacher. She retired in 2001 after 34 years of outstanding service. Whereas Zada was an active member of the Williamson branch of the NAACP, she played a pivotal role and was instrumental in fighting for many necessary and positive changes during a critical period in time for that community, the 1950s and 1960s. She was fearless in her commitment to the organization, serving as treasurer of the Williamson branch of the NAACP for 30 years, 1986 through 2016. An amazing accomplishment. Whereas Zada is a God-fearing woman and has been a longtime member of Logan Street Baptist Church of Williamson, West Virginia since 1946, she has served the church faithfully in numerous capacities throughout the years. Now, therefore, be it hereby resolved on behalf of the Stowe family reunion that we honor Zada Willeen Lucinda Stowe Hairston for the love, inspiration, and bright light that you have shown us all these many years. You have so lovingly devoted your life to your family and exemplified the foundational family pillars of faith, love, unity, character, community, education, and service. You are affectionately known to us as Aunt Zada. You have been blessed to become the oldest living Stowe family member, thus becoming our family matriarch, to have weathered and prospered in the many storms that this life presents us all. It is in no uncertain terms that we honor you, we respect you, and we love you. Duly noted and adopted on this, the 17th day of March, 2019, respectfully submitted on behalf of the Stowe family reunion. Amen. One other thought. I remember there was a time somebody said something about the Stowe family, and Aunt Zada got up, started walking. Rob Stowe, yes, I'm a daughter of Rob Stowe. And we are absolutely thrilled. You know, when you tell somebody they're special often enough, they'll start believing it. And one thing's for sure, the Stowe family, we're a special family, and I'm honored to be a part of it. And I'm honored to be here today to celebrate the 100th birthday of my Aunt Zada Hairston. Amen.
Thank you, Jeannie. And we certainly acknowledge and are so thankful that our cousins are here and we're able to travel so many miles. And we have a number of friends and family members who have traveled. If you'll just wait, it may be hard for you to stand, but several who have come a great distance we'd like to just thank you for coming and again acknowledge that mountain driving is not something everybody is familiar with. But now we know that everybody from around the country knows a little bit more about West Virginia. And they know a little bit about what it took for us to come every year to North Carolina, as we were so anxious to do. All right, thank you. And Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, of course, is where Mama got her start. And we're pleased to have our brother Deacon James Hicks to represent Mount Pleasant with some remarks and their acknowledgement.
First, giving honor to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and I honor my mother-in-law today. I bring you greetings from the Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, 212 South Street in Belmont, North Carolina. Reverend Michael A. Gillian, pastor, honoring Zada Stowe Hairston on this 100th birthday. Whereas Zada Stowe Hairston will be honored by friends and relatives on March 16, 2019, in celebration of her 100th birthday on March 17, 2019. And whereas Zada Stowe was born in Belmont, North Carolina, March the 17th, I'm like Genie, I can't read with my glasses on without them.
The proclamation is here, if you need it.
On March 17th, and now, at the fourth, and now the only surviving sibling of Robert Stowe and Mary Stowe, and the siblings were Clarence A.C. Stowe, Sarah, and Greer. And whereas Zada Stowe was born into a family of strong faith and dedication to the ministry of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church. Since 1946, was blessed with 7 children. Whereas Zada Stowe Hairston is a longtime member of the Logan Street First Baptist Church of Williamson, West Virginia since 1946, serving for many years as a deaconess, assistant Sunday school superintendent, teacher, and president of her missionary group, and a choir member. And she saw that her children and other members understood the love of God and worked in the church, and she continues to faithfully carry on her calling to demonstrate the love for all. And whereas Zada Stowe Hairston has lived during the most eventful century of this nation's history and has been a model and inspiration to her family and those who have known her. Now, therefore, by the virtue of the authority vested in me as the pastor of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, Belmont, North Carolina, I do hereby proclaim March 17, 2019 as Zada Stowe Hairston Day, and on behalf of the congregation of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, I offer sincere congratulations and best wishes to Zada Stowe Hairston for the many and more happy days in the future, along with her family and friends. In witness whereto, I do hereby set my hand and cause the great seal of the congregation of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church of Belmont, North Carolina, state of North Carolina, to be affixed to this, the 17th day of March 2019, Michael Lakeland, pastor. From 1919 to 1946, Zada Stowe Hairston was a resident of Belmont and was a member of the Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church. She was a seed planted as a child. That seed has borne fruit and continued to this day to serve Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church. When you walk in Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, you're greeted at the door by her son, Albert, and his wife, Linda, as ushers. Ann and Ron are missionaries and youth leaders of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church. My wife, Cynthia, has been a missionary leader for 36 years. Her grandchildren that are members of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church include Pat and Vanessa, Jill and Darren, Buddy, John, Leah, Nelson, Travis, Braxton, and Joshua. And her great-grandchildren that are members of Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church includes Faith and PJ. So the seeds that you planted long time ago are still at Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church. Continue to do the work of the Lord that you had instilled in them and in your children from the day they were born. And we will continue to serve the Lord and represent you and the Hairston family in the way that the Lord has set us out to do. Thank you.
Amen.
And certainly we thank Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church also for that acknowledgement. And Mama was a member, or is a member of the Tug Valley Arts Council. And here today representing the Arts Council is Paul Pinson. And Paul, at the back, just a wave. Okay, great. Thank you, and thank you so much for coming. We know how important, and as we see Mama works in the church, in the community, in the schools and arts and so forth. So thank you, the library board, and a number of things. So with these acknowledgments and greetings from friends and from organizations that Mama has been a part of, and she has received a number of cards.
Margaret Penson's here from the library board also.
Oh, all right, Margaret. Let's ask Margaret to stand. Margaret is here from the library board. I know I hear about a number of the different activities in the community, things at the library, which I worked at the library myself in high school. So the library is certainly dear to my heart. Margaret, would you stand? There, good, okay. And we've had Paul standing. Are there any other organizations that are here? Okay, well, thank you, and thank you certainly for coming. Thank you for the work that you're doing, and for the welcoming of all people in our community to join together and help to make Williamson, Mingo County, West Virginia, and for all of us a better place, and giving us a way to serve. Now, the cards, there is a basket over on the table, and there are many, many cards, but I want to just read one quickly, which is the sentiment of so many of the greetings that have come from all over. North Carolina, different people sent, lots of here. But the sentiment is, this says, Miss Hairston or Mama, you shine bright with kindness and joy. You've got a light that warms everyone around you, that glows with goodness and radiates the wisdom of a woman who is beautiful inside and out. You deserve a day that's as wonderful as you are. Happy 100th birthday. And that certainly is the sentiment from all of us. And thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone, for those remarks. And right now, we actually, on the program, we have a musical selection from Logan Street First Baptist Church. Choir. The choir from Logan Street First Baptist
You
Church.
bring your booklet with you. We're going to change the course a little bit and see what I'm in the program. Sweet, sweet spirit. We'll lead the congregation in singing this. Our choir members. Some are absent today because of health reasons, so we have